And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience. You're listening to The Metal Experience.
We've assembled a collection of bands who have drummers.
I do magic.
Well, it's easy if you try, Dick.
Now sit back and listen.
Woo! Oh my God, so smoky. We just heard some Soul Sharer, the song Restraint, and we just heard another track, Royal, with the song Walk Away. Morgan, take it away.
And those bands are playing the Valentine's Eve Bash that Tony Fackley has put together of Midwest Music Support at Penny Road Pub, and that is happening on February 13th with Soul, Desona, Royal, and Soul Sharer, and it's 21 and up, $10 to enter, and it starts at 7 p.m.
What
Check
was
it
the
out.
first band you said?
Saul.
Saul.
S-A-U-L.
I know a Saul.
Do you?
He's a good guy.
Cool story, bro.
Is that
Anyway.
Better Call Saul, like the TV show?
Yep,
Like,
that's
Even
exactly.
better.
That's not him, though. It's a different guy. He's not on TV. But anyway, I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle, also rocking the soundboard tonight. We are without all of our board
People.
members,
Peeps.
but we do have the chin hair of knowledge.
what?
And tonight we are with Pleading with Iris. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and anyone who's missing.
No, I don't think there's anyone missing, but I'm
I thought you said this was a 5-piece. She lied to me.
What?
Liar.
What are you doing over
Fucking
there?
liar.
No, we're a
She's like,
four-piece.
we got a 5-piece coming out, but the only 4 of them are going to make it.
Do you know how
I'm
many
like,
people
okay.
I talk to in a day that sometimes they might all blend together email-wise as to what
No.
I've talked
I have no
about
idea.
in my whole day?
No.
Sorry.
Shit straight, son.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that does all this shit.
Making me look like a fool.
Continue talking, sir.
So anyway, why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves? What you do in the band?
Definitely, I'm Justin Zerby, and I play drums.
I'm Connor, and I do the vocals.
Sup, I'm Zach. I play bass.
And I'm Kyle, and I play guitar and I sing.
Well, where you guys come out from? Where you guys coming out from tonight?
Lockport, Illinois.
I know where that is.
Lockport, Illinois.
Do you like it?
Have you heard good or bad things about it?
I've been there numerous times. I've got friends out there.
Oh, cool.
How was it?
Cool.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. What do you guys think about Lockport?
It's
It's
a
fun.
it's a small
I like
town,
it.
and it's everyone pretty much knows each other. You know.
I drive there a lot.
I got
He's
lost.
from countryside, so.
Yeah.
I know where Countryside is too. You guys got cool disc replay over
We
there.
just went to
Yeah,
Arby's
really
over
cool.
there.
What? I heard it was bad service
It,
though.
it was bad service.
Yeah, we left all of our garbage on the table.
Shout out to Arby's for bad service.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, great. Now they're gonna come back and get us.
Those fucking guys that pleaded with Iris left their garbage all over the table. That's it.
We still got a sticker slap the tray before we left.
Ooh, that would have been a good one. Then they would have
Pleading with
definitely
Iris was here and ate all your curly fries.
and left all
I
the
did
garbage.
have some curly fries.
Those things are delicious.
Well, tell us a little bit about Pleading with Iris, how you guys all met, and your name, Pleading with Iris. What does it mean? How you came up with it?
Well, basically, it started in like high school. We were probably like juniors.
I think
Junior year of high school
Yeah.
probably was when me and Zach, we just had like a sort of like we just like wrote music together when we were younger, and we didn't really have a band or anything like that because we were in high school. We didn't know the ways of, you know, how it's supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. Didn't have any connections at that point. And then Justin, I'd been friends with for
Like
since
sixth grade.
fifth or sixth grade. So we just decided to. At that point, we're like, okay, well, all we need is a vocalist, and we can, you know, start a band, and we need a name too, obviously. But our name is obviously Pleading with Iris, and it's like mythology based. Iris is she's the Greek goddess of rainbows and the messenger of the god of the gods. So
She also connects the gods to humanity too.
yeah, so
That's-
there's like a lot of deep stuff behind it, and it's we liked it because it was a fact. It was like there was just a woman aspect in it, because our new EP is called Pleading with Iris, and it's a concept EP about the Greek goddess that our band is named after. So yeah, that's something we've just stuck with, and I like it. Hopefully everyone else likes it.
I joined late.
Yeah,
I didn't have a
Connor
sticker,
came
but,
late.
you know,
Yeah.
I like it because it gives off a really nice vibe. For the music that we do make, it definitely suits the sound.
So then what year are we talking about?
well, me and Justin and Kyle.
Zach was in our math class.
Yeah, we were all in the same math class.
What was
Shout
that?
out to Miss Seidelman.
What was that?
Best math teacher ever.
What was that? Can't go a day without a cheese pizza.
No, it's nice to have a slice of cheese pizza now and again.
Yeah, it was a poster
just
on the
a poster
wall
in
in the
there.
classroom.
That was our band motto for a long time.
When you graduate high school, you're like, taking this poster.
Exactly.
Oh,
We tried.
Oh, we
wanted it
did.
so bad.
We did. We took some posters.
No, but yeah, I mean, since then we were jamming in my garage, playing like, slower, not slower songs, but I mean
Chelsea
like,
Grin.
No, songs like from Nirvana, like songs to kind of get us on pace with each other, like to get the feel of what it meant to be like practicing
To play together
exactly.
and to have chemistry, which was actually came really, really quick. 'Cause
Exactly.
we all just me and him had written music together, so we already knew what kind of sound we were going for. And Justin was learning how to play the drums, but he also agreed with. We all just listened to the same band, so it's like, yeah, we already from the beginning we kind of knew what kind of sound we were going for, basically.
We
So-
didn't have the lineup though too much because when we were writing in high school, me and Kyle were playing guitar together and writing guitar together. But when we started jamming for the first time, I was doing bass, and then I went over to guitar as soon as we started playing live. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then I mean Connor came in late, met up at George's in Lockport.
Yeah, like we had our
old
last
school
EP, which
diner.
on some of the music that we're going to be playing tonight, one of them's a single, and then one of them is just another song off of our old EP, Symmetry. That showcases our old vocalist, Peter Brankovic. He is in a band called Home Burial now,
Ooh.
and we parted ways with him, so they're a really good fucking band, honestly. It's completely different from this
Really
genre.
cool guys.
We should
too.
see if we,
And yeah, so then we had to go on tour. That's basically how we met him. Like we parted ways with Peter, and we were going on a 2-week tour like a month later. So we had to hurry up and like find somebody basically who was
So you're like, Connor.
Yeah,
Exactly.
basically.
A little bit.
yeah, Connor tried to steal Kyle from us.
No. I was jumping bands for a little bit. I had a little more serious projects like throughout high school and a little bit after, but I never really found anything that I wanted to stick with, and I was trying to find some people to put together something new sounds. Like, I'm personally pretty inspired by In Heart's Wake, so something along those lines, a little metalcore, kind of melodic. And someone told me to look into Kyle, and I ended up messaging him and I had some posted like YouTube videos of like covers I did, little things like that, and me and Kyle basically like arranged to meet up and just talk about options and see what we're gonna do. It turned out I was seeing if they needed a vocalist or if I just wanted to bring him onto my new project, and they said it would probably work out a lot easier if we brought you on now. So
Boom.
we met up at a really sketchy diner.
It's not sketchy.
George's is
it's
great.
It is
classy.
great. You go there at like 4 in the morning.
Same waitress as
classy.
Don't elaborate on that.
Hey, I'm not going to elaborate on it, but you can go there at like 4 in the morning when you're just feeling a nice
yeah.
breakfast.
So then, Connor, when was this?
Uh,
When did you actually join the band?
Around like December of last year. So
A little over a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just
definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
Of 2014.
14, yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Technically, yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
Then you've only been in the band for like a month and a half.
No.
All right.
No, but it
Sweet.
was cool. It was they were really close to me, and that was the biggest thing because I mean the music industry around here and scene is like huge, so it was really convenient that they were only like 25 minutes away.
So then you said you recorded the Symmetry. It was Symmetry, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was our first 5-song EP that we put out like maybe a year and a half ago, and we toured off it twice, and that's the only material that we have right now.
Okay.
We have stuff that's going to be released, but that's all that we have,
Rock and roll. Well, with that release, where'd you guys record that at?
For the tracking, mixing, and mastering, we went through a guy his name's Joe Scaletta. He's a really good friend of all of ours now. It's called Word of Mouth Recordings, and that's where in Chicago?
Elmwood.
Elmwood Park.
Elmwood.
And
Elmwood.
yeah, that went really well. Like it was, we recommend him for that. Like it was a year and a half ago.
He
and
really
it
makes
was-
you feel at home, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we're currently tracking. He's not mixing and mastering our new EP that's coming out now, but he's like,
Tracking us.
yeah, he's been tracking us. Actually, in 2 days, we're going back into the studio for a week we're at Joe again. But yeah, it's being mixed and mastered by a different source now.
Okay. So with the first song, the first EP, Symmetry, you said that was about a year and a half ago. You toured off that a couple of times. Where'd you guys go on those tours? Sorry, Connor, you're not involved in this question yet.
You know,
We went East Coast.
He
for the
went on
first
one
time.
of them.
they're
yeah.
honestly gonna have to answer that because I don't even know. I was incoherent the whole time. I was homesick and scared. So
That's
they're-
not it.
So they're gonna have
The
to-
first tour that was a 3-day tour when we were with Peter, we went to.
Our
Where'd
first
we-
show was in Barrington,
was only
and
2
that
days.
was at Penny Road Pub actually.
That was a
Okay.
good show.
And that was an awesome show. Yeah, we had an awesome turnout. I would say at least 50, 60 people there. And that was, like I said, it was an awesome show to remember, to be honest. The second show with that, we played at it was in College Town, like Akron, Ohio. And it was a house show, actually.
You went from Barrington to a house show in Akron,
Yeah,
Ohio.
in Ohio.
Okay.
And we didn't, no one knew it was a house show. No one
It
knew
was very
going to be.
DIY. We weren't
Yeah.
under any sort of management agency or anything. So
We just rented a van.
Our
and
vocalist
just-
at the time, Peter and me, and
car,
the rest of
actually.
us, we kind of just brainstormed on a little weekender, like our first time out of state, basically.
We couldn't even fit all of our gear.
Yeah.
Justin had to play with half his cymbals, and I couldn't
Yeah.
move.
So
So
it's only could have used like 3 cymbals in the room because there was so much people in that house again, like at least a good 40 to 50 people in that place.
I
But
think
it-
we were the only heavy band on
Yeah.
the lineup
Yeah,
too. So
it was nice though. It was like super intimate because it's just like literally people are like
Right
your
there.
guitar neck is,
I love that.
you know, like a foot away from somebody's head.
But
So
it was
it's like-
probably a fucking awesome
Oh,
show,
yeah,
right?
hell yeah.
House shows
Yeah.
are always the
Hell yeah.
best.
And then
Yeah,
like
it was
too,
fun.
I mean like there was some cool like partying afterwards too.
yeah,
which
they
is
had
always
this thing
fun.
called Horse Bucket, I think.
Horse
They're-
barrel. Horse
What do
barrel.
they do over
Horse
there?
barrel.
really
So what it is, it's like there's a post in their front yard,
Okay.
and you know there's
Those like
what-
barrels.
Those
like,
barrels you use like in road construction that have like a blinker on top or whatever.
The road horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go and you
Oh,
throw
but the
that-
barrel.
but the barrel
The
version.
barrel one.
You have
and
to,
you
like,
throw
yeah.
it and you try to make it spin and then land completely onto the post.
What?
Yeah.
I had fun.
The cops ended up coming.
I was about to ask if the cops showed up.
These crazy motherfuckers down the street are throwing road barrels down.
Yeah.
And someone yelled to them, "Don't shoot!" And
I remember that.
they drove off after that one. But we were all good.
And then, I mean, the last show we played for that, we played in Erie, Pennsylvania at Basement Transmissions. And we have our friend Zach Thundercloud.
Yeah, shout out to
there.
Zach
Yeah.
Thundercloud.
Zach
He's in the
Thundercloud.
band Amnasvia. I still can't pronounce it. They're awesome though.
They're
And-
super gent.
Big word.
Yeah, they're
super
very,
gent.
they're very, very gent.
Big
and they're
word.
nice. He lets us crash out at his house when we're down there. So
And where did you say that was? You said that was.
Basement Transmissions in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's a
It's like
church.
it's like an old church.
That's
It's
pretty
really, really
sweet.
cool.
That is supposedly haunted.
What
It was
turn it?
haunted, like the basement.
Did you see anything?
no, there was
like
there
a
was
bunch of
blood on the ground, but I think it was
blood
from like a
stain.
Halloween
Well,
party. They said It was
maybe
weird.
because there was a lot of heroin needles that were exposed,
Oh, yeah.
all outside the venue,
So many.
and I had
Just laying
holes in
there.
my shoes.
Oh, that's not good.
So I was like walking on my heels the entire
Just
day.
being careful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay though.
Like-
it was a good show.
We went
That was
there-
an awesome
We ended
show.
up going there twice, and they did warn me about this ahead of time. Like, when you get out of the van, you're gonna see there's heroin needles everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally pulled up to the venue, and immediately when I opened
I knew
up the
exactly where to
door,
look.
It was right there in front of me.
It's
I'm
like
you
heroin
guys
needles
weren't joking. Like,
sticking out of the wheels.
Oh
it's
man.
crazy.
So it's a cool place to play. You just have to watch where you step.
Watch where you step.
Exactly.
Wear steel toe boots.
Wear
come
3
prepared.
pairs of socks.
Yeah.
Hey, even
Go
with
in a bubble
boots,
if you can.
you could still get something through.
Yeah.
Trust me. My old steel toes had like a hole in the bottom of it. I'm pretty sure something
Well,
could have got.
yeah, if you have holes in the bottom of your shoe,
Yeah, why do you
anything
have holes in the bottom of your shoes?
Get some new shoes,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, that's
Need some
completely off
shoes.
topic. Back to the band.
You're offending me.
Are you wearing holes with shoes right now?
No.
We all got
Shit.
We all have our
Kicks
Nikes
right
on.
Janowski's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all- our
We all
Janos.
dressed
I
accordingly.
think our dads all got us these.
Yeah, I think so too.
So as the current lineup that you guys are now, what was the first song that you wrote?
Norse Creation.
No, as the current lineup that we are now. I think the first song that was written with the lineup that we have now was.
Perpetua.
I'm not
I
super
wanna
sure,
say it
because
was-
we've been writing over the last like 6 months these 5 songs, and it's kind of we've just been like chip and like we're not one of those type of bands that just writes like 50 songs and they just like pick and choose which ones are the best. Like we like use the 6 months to like chip away at the songs, just like to make sure that they all didn't sound the same and that they all just had very different aspects. So we just added to them.
Yeah, we kind of work on them simultaneously.
They were just like, yeah, just every now and then we would add some stuff, and some songs got finished quicker, but probably the Elysian, actually.
Yeah, Elysian came together.
Elysian, that was probably the first one that we were just like, okay, like we got the vocals figured out, and that song's already tracked.
So what we just talked about was the first 3-day tour, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and then the second tour that you went off of that EP, the Symmetry EP,
Right.
was with Connor?
Yes.
Yes.
That was.
Okay. All right. So
that was the big one.
how long afterwards was the second tour off that?
Not that long.
No, because we got back, and then we didn't have a vocalist after that. And then
Peter's like, too many hair needles. I'm out.
and we basically just we were already booking the tour right after we got off the 3-day. We were already booking the one with our agency for the 2-week one, and we were certain that we were gonna find, like, if you look hard enough, and you give someone the opportunity, like, hey, like, we're gonna our band's going on tour, like, if you're good and you want to be in a band, like, let's like audition you and let's go. So basically it's what we did.
Connor came in pretty quickly after Peter.
Yes.
Honestly, probably like a month.
Maybe a month or two.
Honestly, I think it was a little sooner than a month.
Yeah, it might have been like 3 weeks to a month or so.
So then how long after you had joined the band did you say you guys went on that second? You said that was a 2-week tour?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, I guess technically he was already in the band when we were practicing with him, because he was learning the songs on our old set, because we only played that EP on the next tour. And basically that month and a half that we spent looking for a vocalist, we ended up finding him, and then we had like a month and a half for him to learn the set and us to get our new routine down, with like me singing clean vocals and playing guitar, and him doing the heavy vocals.
Because Peter did used to do the heavy and the cleans,
Right.
and now, since like he's gone, I personally can't sing, so that's Kyle's kind of stepped up and done that, and it's actually been working out really nicely.
So then you had to learn how many songs then for these?
There's 5 songs, but only 4 of them have vocals on it.
Okay.
The intro is instrumental.
So then you said a month and a half before you went on this 2-week tour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
And then where'd you guys go on this 2-week tour?
Oh,
Let me pull this up.
I know where
Pull
we
it up.
went.
Well, we started it in Illinois again. I know that.
We
It was
played
at
Royal Skate.
We-
in,
That was actually kind of a cool
That was
show,
our
yeah.
second show, though. We played
Lance, no.
oh
it
my,
was
I can't.
Bada-
Bada Yeah,
Bada
in
Brew,
Crest
all
Hill-
right.
in
oh,
Crest
that's
Hill.
right. That's right.
Yeah, we live right next to Crest Hill, so in Lockport. So
And
we
we
played there.
brought Altered Perceptions with
On
on
both
this tour
tours.
too. This was like our first big thing, like our longest tour. Like their band and our band had never done this before, so it was
Yeah.
it was neat.
So now the second tour, did you guys have a big enough fan to accommodate all the equipment?
Yeah.
We rented a minivan
The
that
Grand
had.
Caravan.
Oh, hell
we were
yeah, we
watching
did.
Shrek 2 in a
It
minivan.
had a TV.
on
That's
loop.
the way to ride,
It
right?
was really tight though.
Shrek
like,
2 the whole time.
We
called-
just
called
barely
that movie
made it.
Just
Just
that one movie.
repeat.
It was.
Fuck,
So-
Shrek 2's over.
So
Let's start
can
it
you
over
guys
again.
like?
Because he keeps going, are we there
Did
yet?
you guys
Are we there
memorize like
yet?
the whole entire movie, like that you could say line for line?
We were definitely making references the entire tour.
If we're not sleeping, we were watching Shrek 2. So,
As part of that movie, made it into the intro of your set when you come
Yeah.
on stage.
Oh yeah.
It's been talked about. We can't
Donkey.
we can't release too much about that yet.
Very excited to hear
Secret
it.
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, donkey.
So the first show was at Barrington. Where'd you guys go from there?
Well, the first show.
I'm
was
sorry,
in,
not Barrington. That was the first. Crest Hill.
Crest Hill,
Bada
yes.
Brew.
Then we played Lansing, Illinois,
Skate.
Royal Skate and Apparel. That place was pretty cool. I liked it.
it was small.
It was really small. Again, everyone was in our face. and
That was the
everything.
hottest show I think
Oh
we've
my
ever
God.
played, and you could feel the sweat in the air from everybody that was in
Just
there.
super humid.
It was like they closed
Yeah.
all the doors. There wasn't any circulation in the building at all. It was in the back of the entire skate shop.
Go in
so-
there, kids, and die. Go
Yeah,
play music.
honestly. The
I
room
think
was
I think the
empty, it was
venue's
just 2 big
badass
blocks.
though. We actually
no,
they
definitely.
don't do shows anymore.
Oh, they don't. That's right.
because it got too rowdy.
Mm-hmm. People are getting thrown through the wall.
Like,
Nice.
it was
Looked
that
cool.
small.
You
so-
guys are bringing the ruckus.
And
Oh
that
no,
place,
not us.
Yeah, not us.
No way.
Yeah, no.
That place tried to build a stage right before
I
everybody.
remember
went.
that.
Oh yeah,
Right
yeah.
before
The
the
first
set.
day of the tour, literally, they built the stage.
It was
like,
the first
before
time they
the-
had played
before
like
the
a show there, so they were trying to build a stage out of like old. What was it? Were they ramps for
Yeah.
skateboarding?
No,
No,
yeah,
I
they were like
don't
big,
know.
like I don't know what they were. Like they were like it looked like stage props.
And
It's
then
big, like,
It was
wooden
very
blocks
sketchy,
people
and we
put.
decided not to do it.
Well,
So-
and then they built the ramp, and then they ended up pushing it in the corner and not using it for the show.
Throughout the
Yeah.
entire show, they rearranged the entire setup at least 3 or 4 times. People were too scared. To
But
be
yeah,
up on
then
top
the
of it.
third, we played the third time. It was in Michigan, I think.
It was in St. Joseph, Michigan.
No,
at
we didn't play that
We
one.
played
Oh,
we
yeah.
played the Ritz. It was in Detroit.
the Ritz, baby.
in Detroit. That was that show still today is like one of my most favorite shows I've ever played.
We
it
spent
was-
2 days at the Red Roof Inn in
Ed.
Detroit.
Ed,
Shout out
Ed.
to our homeboy Ed. He lives there. He's the coolest dude ever.
He chilled. I got pictures of it. He chilled in our room for at least both days.
Like 3
we didn't know.
hours.
Yeah, we didn't know who he was. But I mean,
He wasn't up to anything good, that's for sure.
Fucking crazy ass Eddie from Detroit. All right. Whew. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna play a song. We're gonna come back and continue on with this tour talk. But what did you guys want to play tonight? Real quick.
Home Burial.
Home Burial with the song.
Home Burial.
Home Burial.
Boom.
This is for our ex-vocalist Peter.
It's his new band, The
It's his
Great.
new band. He's in the
Hi,
stream
Peter.
right now. Hi, Peter. You're awesome. We're
Hi,
playing.
Peter.
His friend Dylan Deaton, he likes to wear baby masks to every
That's
show.
not weird or anything.
It's
No.
not, and it's
Pretty
quite an
Completely
experience.
normal. I see that all
It's
the
pretty
time.
awesome, actually. All right. Well, let's do
I
Home
saw your
Burial
comment, Deaton.
with
Dylan Deaton.
the song Home Burial. Let's do it.
This stage is a place that I call home, and this microphone is my crook as I lead my emotions to their graves. Come with me now as I welcome you into my mind and my heart and my soul. And I talk about the things that make me feel and the things that make me tick. This is my home burial.
Hey, this is Snoop from Age Varies, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
Woo! And we just heard a Home Burial track, the
Self-titled.
self-titled track called Home Burial. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle rocking the soundboard tonight with the chin hair of knowledge.
Yo.
And we
Chin
are
hair.
still
Yo.
rocking out with Pleading with Iris.
So-
And we were in the middle of the second tour talk. We were getting into it. We just talked about
Dirty Eddie.
Dirty Eddie
In
and,
the motel.
The
in
Red
the
Roof
motel.
Inn in
and Smoke Alarms.
Detroit.
it's kind of Detroit,
it was like
kind
a
of
suburb,
not.
like
Yeah.
Lansing.
Oh no,
I don't even know.
what was it called?
What, the place we were in?
Yeah,
So-
Warren.
Warren.
Michigan.
Warren, Michigan.
Fucking Warren.
Warren, Michigan.
So, what about the show you guys played over
was
there?
The Ritz,
awesome.
5 o'clock, baby.
It was awesome.
great.
we were driving up and down in Detroit, like at night, screaming out the car.
Yeah, we
It's
got
5
some.
o'clock.
Where did we get those hot dogs at? It was like the
Oh my
Coney.
God.
Coney, yeah,
Coney
Coney's.
something. It
We
was
got
these
something
dirty
called the
dogs.
Loose Burger, and it hurt
Yeah.
me for a couple days
Yeah.
afterwards.
So did it
Uh,
make your asshole
wasn't
loose?
Pretty
that's
much,
basically,
yeah.
dude.
Self-titled.
And
That's just it's laxatives.
yeah, basically what it is. It's just like hamburger
It's a
meat and
deconstructed
like
hamburger.
chili inside of a hot dog bun.
What?
No, it sounds kind of cool, but like it's not worth the pain.
That sounds like
Especially
a
on
bomb
tour.
coming out of your asshole.
It didn't
Pretty
even taste
much.
very good, to be honest with you.
I think we literally were all sick the next day from that a little
What,
bit.
you guys all got it?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I know
can't
me and
do
Kyle
that shit.
did.
Hell no.
thought you
I didn't
got
get.
something.
No,
The
I
show-
got like a plain hot dog.
The show
even
that
think
we
they
played
had
there
those. They
was
had two
pretty
things on
good
their
though.
menu.
Like
The show is definitely
We met a
awesome.
lot of cool people. That was one of the shows where
Did you eat this before or after the show?
After.
No,
for
we
sure.
did not.
Yeah,
this
we
was
did.
the night before.
No, that is
Because
weird.
we were
rolled
going
up to
around
Detroit.
downtown yelling, "The Ritz, 5 o'clock, baby."
That's true. That's right.
That's how we pulled for that show.
No, but
So at the show, you said you met a bunch of awesome people.
Yeah, it was really good because that was we headlined that show alone that night because the band that we went with, Altered Perceptions, they I can't remember, like they were only coming up for like three-fourths
half of it, yeah.
three-fourths of the
Yeah, they
dates or
met us
whatever.
in Ohio the next
But
day.
no, that show was really good though. Like they treated us really well there. People bought our merch.
It
And
was-
we have a lot of friends on Facebook who we met there who are just like ecstatic to have seen us and want us to come back. And the bands who played that night were really good too. So yeah, it was a success.
James Henkel, we met that guy.
James
Yeah.
Henkel, yeah.
He's a
Hopefully
cool
he's
dude.
watching right now. I don't know how many people.
And they were like, whatever you do, don't eat at Coney's.
No.
Nope.
Don't get the loose burger.
The
We got
energy
our
was.
best show footage there too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
energy was absolutely
it was
amazing
probably
that
the
show.
most responsive crowd that we've played for, in my opinion.
And
or
the
at least
system
with
was
them.
big. The bass
Oh,
drops
yeah.
were huge.
They were
Huge, baby.
devastating.
Huge.
So then the following night, you said you played with Alter Perceptions, joined the tour
In Ohio, yeah.
in Ohio.
That was a great show.
Akron, Ohio.
That was the
Akron.
first like
Again, yeah.
genuine- We got a green room that night
Yeah,
for
that
the
was
first
a
time.
green room with
You know
like a
what?
flat screen, and they printed out like a poster for us. They were having us sign
It was the
posters
most
and stuff.
professional looking
Yeah, it was
venue.
cool.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like super organized, super clean. They even had this big like sign outside where they can put tons of like band names and what's coming up the next few days, and it is
Yeah.
cool to see your band's
We were
name
on
up
that.
Oh,
to
yeah.
the very top. It was
You guys
sweet.
get some pictures?
Yeah, I think we got some.
I lost everything that I
I got
had.
it right here actually.
I have a lot of pictures from that tour actually.
Maybe in my Facebook page. There's one of me and Kyle in the green
Boom.
room with our guitars.
Let me find one of Ed.
Yeah, get a picture of Ed.
And I
That's-
like how it says the genre.
Yeah, they
of
were really
show.
specific. I mean, it was
It's
they
a
were
metal
really
show.
nice.
And you guys are right up top.
Indie. There's a bunch of indie shows that also played there. That's
Punk,
pretty sweet.
comedy,
Mhm. There's a big variety. There.
rock.
This is the picture of the green room with me and Kyle.
Here you go, sir.
It looks like the casting couch.
They even, you know what?
You guys look so happy.
Uh-oh.
It was like really cool because at the end of the show, they asked all of us to like for our literal autographs, and that was pretty cool. It was to sign a poster, obviously, just for them to keep and
Nice.
stuff. But
That's awesome.
that's pretty cool moment.
Yeah, you're like,
yeah, like
shit.
sweet, hell yeah.
Felt like rock stars.
Yeah.
Gave Kyle my
Yeah.
phone so I can record a video for my dad.
Ooh, we got a video for you of Dirty Eddie from.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
no.
Okay, hold that. Oh, you want? Okay.
we.
There's a picture of Dirty Eddie. Okay, we gotta see. Oh my God.
He was a fan of the back pages.
Doesn't he look like
Does this
everything
go
you
si-
imagined?
Oh, come on. Go
Oh, it does
sideways.
go sideways. I just have it locked.
He
You
would knock on
son
our
of a
door at
beast.
like
Yeah.
10 a.m. and then just walk
Yeah,
in
wake
and
us
sit
up.
down in a chair and just hang
he
out.
would
Wouldn't
walk
say a
in.
word. Just hang out and look at the back pages.
Look at prostitutes on his phone and just chill with us.
He
Like,
actually wanted to use one of our phones
Yeah.
to go on Backpage. We're like,
Let me
no,
look at
no.
prostitutes on your phone.
Oh, he did.
Get out of here, Dirty Eddie.
That's Dirty Eddie.
what a goofy
I
guy.
think we figured out why you call him Dirty Eddie.
Yeah.
I think he was
In
a door-to-door
retrospect.
salesman or something.
So then, what was the next night?
After Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio.
Pennsylvania. Basement transmissions
Actually,
again.
Yeah, it was.
we
It was
should
basement
tell them about
transmission.
Motel 6 in Akron, Ohio.
Oh my God.
There was
The
black
mold.
mold.
Yep.
The bed
and
bugs.
Don't
Yep.
stay there if you guys are in Akron, Ohio. Don't go there.
I've stayed in
Uh,
Motel 6, I think, in Ohio.
It was offensive, but Cracker
At, like-
Barrel's right next door, so it kind
It's
of
not
It makes
okay.
up for it.
not the one that I went to then.
Okay.
It was really
was
gross
rough.
in there. I would have rather slept in the van.
You could almost smell like the trash cans outside.
There
through
was
the
a
new
dumpster
room.
No,
right
yeah,
outside.
It was a
that
dumpster.
dude,
Right
yeah.
Like the carpet
thing was
all wet and
offensive.
stuff for some reason.
It was
like,
offensive.
It was offensive, that trash can that was outside.
And
it
they
smelled
didn't
like
even-
decaying fish.
And they didn't even have a Dirty Eddie to fucking keep you entertained.
I know.
I don't want to see the Dirty Eddie that comes from that place,
yeah.
honestly.
We didn't even get to say bye to Ed. We just
No,
took
we
off.
didn't.
No, yeah, we did. I gave him a hug.
Did you?
And he stole my
snuck
wallet.
off.
That's why I got scabies.
So the next day you said you were back in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their second time. My first time being
Guys
there.
go through the tunnel,
to get to
The Tunnel of Love?
Pennsylvania.
No, we didn't.
No. We actually, there's a cool story of the Ohio Turnpike. There was a girl
my God.
driving on the Turnpike that we saw. She looked like she might have listened to some decent music, so we ended up like rolling down the window, and I hung out the minivan like window, and we were just throwing merch on the highway like into her car. It was like, it was exploding all over the road.
Did she know what was happening?
No, yeah, she was
totally
like-
cooperative.
And then
knew
she
exactly
drove
what
up
was
Jason
happening.
Bourne style.
As she was driving, she was trying to catch her merch.
No,
She-
yeah.
yeah,
Trying
she-
to catch a
Well,
It
like,
CD.
sounds
first she
very
tried the
dangerous.
We
front
lost,
window,
like,
but then we
6
realized
CDs.
if we actually get it in the window, we're gonna hit her. So she rolled down the back window, and we finally got a CD in there.
She ended up messaging us on our Facebook page
Yeah, I
too. Like a
remember
day
that.
later, she's like, "Hey, I'm the girl from the Turnpike."
The Turnpike.
You were throwing all that shit at me.
Good news is I caught one.
Probably gonna
Yeah.
give us the bill
Bad
for
news
the-
is I ran over 2 of them.
Oh yeah, it was funny watching those CDs explode on the highway though.
Did
That was
you
fucking
take
awesome.
video of this?
We
Yeah,
did.
we
We have
did,
a
we
video.
did,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I don't
On our
know.
Instagram.
Okay, I need to look
Yeah.
it up.
I think so.
That's fucking awesome.
Justin's mom was pissed.
Yeah, she was.
Sorry, Lisa.
Sorry,
Like,
Lisa.
it's-
It won't happen again.
Why was
It's
she? Was she
honestly
the one
never
driving you?
No,
No,
she
She had to rent us
she-
that van because
we
we're not
use
old
her,
enough.
Yeah, we use her insurance to rent the van. So
Well, nothing happened to the van.
no.
No, but I almost died.
Hey, you know what? I was driving pretty steady to make that possible.
Yeah, but we
so-
were
That
we were
was
going
good.
pretty fast.
We were going 70. Everyone else was going
We were
like
playing
80.
it-
I
we were
slowed down.
playing
Try
it
going
safe.
100 down that turnpike.
I would.
I've done it.
Let's
While
not
chucking
brag about
CDs
that.
at a babe.
I think the first one we lost was he held his hand out the window
And
and
it
the
just,
wind
like,
took it.
Well, when was this that you guys were throwing stuff? Because I'm trying to remember if I
Like
was
last
going.
May, I want to say, right?
Yeah.
On the day.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I was on the turnpike last May too.
Oh,
I saw it.
You missed the
remember
the highway
running over-
giveaway.
I remember running over your CDs.
Well, let's hear a track that wasn't lost because
Okay.
it was a digital format.
We do have more
Of the
of that tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a track on that was on the CD that you were chucking at this babe, and we'll come back in. We'll
Definitely.
keep going on with the tour. This is pretty good.
Sounds great.
Fun stuff.
What song
what
do
do
you
we-
want to play?
Yeah.
Forest Creators.
Norse Creation.
Norse Creation.
Creation.
We'll
All
do
right.
Norse Creation.
And this is off your Symmetry EP.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, what song did you
All right, here we go.
I got the man I guess you're From the inside out.
We are Conniption, and I am Michael Brigham.
I'm Bill House.
Andy Martin.
Cody Juke.
And you're listening to The Metal Experience.
Whew! We just heard Norse Creation by Pleading with Iris. I am Luke O'Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me, the chin hair of knowledge.
Oh, what's up?
And, all right, fucking A. Norse Creation off the Symmetry EP. And we were still talking about the tour. We still got a couple more days on the 2-week tour you guys did.
Yeah.
What was the next show that we left off on?
We left off at
Erie,
Erie,
Basement.
Pennsylvania. Basement
MBT.
Transmissions.
And then this is the second time you guys played.
Their second,
there.
my first.
Okay. Any?
That was their first 2-day metal festival they were putting together. So
Oh, that's right.
It was a good turnout.
yeah,
it was a really good
It was a
turnout.
decent turnout. I think the second day, the day we didn't play, was even better, which is kind of upsetting. But it was still a really fun show. I love playing there.
Were you guys like the headliner of one of the days?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
we
because
were.
the tour that we were on was called the Gentleman's Tour. You know what gent is, right?
Yes.
So it was spelled DJENT,
We're not
Gentleman's Tour.
Nice.
We thought it was kind of
It was pretty sweet.
cool. Especially because the band that we went with, Altered Perceptions.
They're death gent.
They're
Yeah.
gent, so
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
We've had those guys on.
I love them.
So we
What
went
motherfuckers?
through the whole needle thing again. It was pretty much the same experience.
Needle version 2.
Hey, that needle's still in the same place it was
Yeah,
last year.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Or a couple weeks ago.
I actually went to the same spot and there was a needle in
Yeah,
that
the
spot
same-
again.
Are you talking about the one that's next to the window? Like,
Yes.
yeah.
It's the one
under
next to the
grate.
window. The grate, yeah.
The gated window.
That's the
The
first
gated
thing I did.
window.
I got out of the van and I walked right to that window. And I was like,
It's
yep,
still
still very
there.
unsafe.
This time, did you have shoes?
I actually bought the same exact pair of shoes, but without the holes.
Perfect.
I didn't know they come with holes.
A little safer.
Or
The
you
first-
mod them.
The first pair I bought had holes in them. So.
Yeah.
I just had my Crocs.
Pre-warned. It would be the worst place to wear those.
I'm fairly certain I still had my sandals on, so
Nice.
that was
He
risky.
did.
Not
He did.
giving a
I
fuck.
was man flopping it the whole time.
Man flopping.
Did you play with flip-flops live?
No.
Okay.
I have show shoes.
Okay.
Show shoes.
Show shoes. All right. Where'd you guys go after that guy?
New York, Middleton, I believe.
Yeah, Middleton.
That's uncomfortable.
Middleton, New York.
It was a
It was a small venue called
Really
the
small.
Skyline, and it was. I thought it was a really cool show. We played with.
It was really small.
It was a pretty small venue
we
again.
played with the Nirvana cover band that only played half
Like
a
2
song.
songs.
They played 2 songs and left.
And it was their
I
best
swear
song.
to God.
The best part was they played they said that they had 2 songs, and one was the first 20 seconds of Smells Like Teen Spirit, and the other one was the hardest song in Guitar Hero 2. Those were the only songs that they played.
So
And
they
I-
only
They were
played-
all wearing suits too, because I think they had to go to like a bar mitzvah after or something.
So the first song they played was only 20 seconds long?
and then
Yeah,
the
I
next
think
one
they
was
forgot it all.
they said it was the hardest song on Guitar Hero 2.
So wait a second. They were like, what was the song? Smells Like Teen Spirit? They're like,
the
"All right,
first 20 seconds.
this is Smells Like Teen. They played 20 seconds.
That's
and
it.
then they just stopped.
and then they
And then,
played.
yeah, they're done.
Okay.
Well, most of the crowd was like their friends and their parents.
There
So
was
after they
nobody
got
at that
off-
show anyways, though. Just
There were
It
like
was
10
done.
people.
that was one that I
Um,
had to book that our agency didn't, so I was like, I didn't know anyone out there. That they it was it was called the Skyline in
We
New
drove
York.
through
They
a
were nice
very
guys,
sketchy area
Oh
of
my
New York
God,
to
yeah.
get there.
but I think it was a
Yeah.
weekday, and it was just
So
Not too many people.
Okay, and then the second song they played, did they play it well?
Oh no, it was fantastic.
Yeah, they were good.
The way they played it. The guitar player was awesome, but they only played 2 songs. Well,
They
one.
played one and a 20-second.
Yeah.
That's so weird. So a band brought all their stuff out
To play 2 songs.
to play one song
And
and
dressed
one
up for it.
20-second and dressed up for it. And then what did they say after when they were done?
They were
Maroof got up and left.
They got up and pieced out.
Well, no, that's actually funny. I want to bring that up because like me and Zach were chilling outside the venue, like smoking a cigarette or whatever, and we saw like that band because they opened. We're like, oh, like nice job, guys. Like hell yeah. Like, are you guys gonna stick around? They're like, nah, we gotta go. And one of their friends was like, hey, Maroof, hurry up, we gotta go. And he just took his bass and they all ran into a car and left.
But I'm pretty sure that
So I said, Maroof can get his ass home. I don't give a fuck.
that show we all got McChickens. Someone bought us all
Oh, hell
McChickens.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
That
no.
was
Neo
dope.
Patterson.
Neo.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Neo Patterson.
Yeah,
those
dude. We
McChickens,
bought
homie.
like 30 McChickens. It was great for all the bands.
Nice. How many bands played that show?
I want to say like maybe 4.
4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
So, back to the first band. I've never seen that. So they played one song and one 20-second song, and then they picked up all their gear,
Yeah.
their drum set,
And Maroof.
and they
Yeah.
maroofed.
They Maroof right out of there
Hey, Maroof. Yes.
Yeah.
to their bar mitzvah.
Yeah. That's so fucking weird. Why would you even book a show? Listen, we have 20 seconds of this song, and we know one other song.
It was a pretty weird venue to begin with.
Let's book a show.
They were the only
We're
band
ready.
that wasn't metal, I think. I mean, like they were metal, but like not real.
They were guitar.
like,
There was
doing
another.
metal.
I don't.
This was you guys were still with Alter Perception.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
knowing their music and hearing our music
Yeah.
now, could you imagine like dudes going up and playing some Nirvana?
Maroof and
You guys
the-
should surprise me, like, hey, we know some Nirvana too.
The venue in general, though, was kind of sketchy. And the guys were cool, but like, I skipped doing laundry one day, so I had to get out.
Oh,
of my
I remember
clothes.
that.
Who was in back with
And
me? I remember that.
I was in back changing with Connor, and the guy wouldn't leave, and he
He
just watched me and
insisted
Connor like change out of
He
our clothes.
insisted on us
Awkward.
staying in the same room.
I think I was
Yeah.
outside by myself.
I was like, can I use the bathroom? He's like, no, that's like for us. You got to use the downstairs one, which was occupied, and we all
So,
knew
yeah,
that,
so he
we
made
just
us
stood
change
up
in
there.
like his upstairs room.
I sure hope that guy's not listening to this right
He's
now.
like,
We're
hold
never
on.
playing there again.
Let me get
No,
my
I don't-
camera
We
and
just
That's
threw him under
record.
the bus.
No, yeah, it was super.
seems
Then
like-
we
might
played
get
after
maroofed.
that. Yeah, we might get some roof.
Some
action.
roof, yeah, just
Some
roof.
Maroofies.
Some maroofies.
Are there
Yo, Maroof. What did the guy say? Yo, Maroof, let's go.
Hurry up, Maroof.
New words
I
for
love
my
that.
vocabulary.
How would you spell that? Maroof.
Maroof.
These kids are like
I
fucking
want to
14
fucking
or something.
name.
now.
You guys should name a song called Maroof.
Maroof
Find some
returns.
super.
Grab
deep
your
meaning
bass,
for it.
Maroof.
What about when I made the airbag deploy?
Oh, okay. Well, let's start this off. Right before we left
after.
this
No,
is
this
back
is
to the
before the
beginning.
New York. Yeah.
Oh, this is okay.
This
so we're
is
going
after
all
the
the way
BT
back.
show. This is
No,
right
no,
when
no,
we leave.
no, no.
This
This
is after
is-
we leave the BT show.
I'm talking about the door situation.
Oh, that's right.
Before we even left for tour,
Before the first show.
Justin had the audacity
Oh,
to
bullshit.
slam the fucking door on my finger and almost broke my finger.
In the door, like
And-
right. as
Shouldn't
we
have
were
been
leaving.
there.
Which finger?
My middle finger.
Okay. The flicking off finger,
Yeah, but I have to
or
play
the
guitar,
backup
man.
flicking off finger.
No, I do both.
Okay.
Fingers
And
should-
then
Finger shouldn't have been there.
3 states later, he did the same thing.
Yo, put your finger back in. I'm gonna roof the fuck out of it.
And then we were driving through New York, and Justin was punching the back of the head seat,
from Sunbelt to.
and the
Inner-
airbag in the headrest went off and shot my head forward. So we spent the rest of the tour trying to like reassemble the airbag.
Which we did.
Which we
Rocket
did.
We did,
lock
yeah.
it into place. It just wasn't happening.
Oh, my-
Justin, did you have something against Zach that
No,
tour?
no.
So with
definitely not.
that fucking wait, where was this airbag now?
It's like
It was like in the
Sitting on
headrest.
passenger
Yeah.
Okay.
seat, yeah.
and it like pops forward. And
What
when
the
he
fuck
punched
would
it-
there be? Why would there be an
Right?
airbag back
It wasn't
there?
even a
That's what I'm
bag.
saying,
It was
yeah,
just like the headrest like pops.
It was like
out.
a spring.
It was like.
It was like a spring, yeah.
it's gonna
Spring
get-
assisted.
If you get in a literal accident with that thing, it's gonna give you like an instant.
Like you're gonna get
concussion.
the airbag, and then the other one's gonna like tilt your head like that. Yeah.
I'm just
So it's gonna
praying-
hit you back and then. Oh my
Don't buy a
goodness.
Grand Caravan.
Yeah, I'm praying whoever's
2015
driving that
model.
around right now that the headrest airbag doesn't go off.
Yeah,
Now, were you
right.
driving or?
I was co-pilot.
Okay,
I had my
okay.
maps up.
Kyle's driving for the first time all tour long.
He hit a
Yeah.
Finch and he
I don't
almost started
drive.
crying.
I
Oh, I would have too. It's okay.
We were driving to New York, right?
It was Yeah. 2 Finch. In the
Going
mountains.
steady 99 miles per hour.
In
down
the
a,
mountains.
Down a
That
mountain
Finch had it coming.
with no guardrails and a Finch just and it's it's bone
There
plasma
was
just all over
it
our
was
windshield.
stuck on the shield for like the rest of the tour. We tried
Oh
doing
my
the
God.
windshield wiper.
We were
even tried
scraping it off.
it. It wasn't working at first.
Did you return the
that
van
poor
with
Yeah,
it
we
all
were
put-
good.
Oh, yeah.
We were good.
Yo, that was already on there. I don't know what that was.
No smoke damage, no airbag faulty.
Jesus.
We did get a ticket for parking in
Erie.
but that always happens.
We also got pulled over on the way to
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, I was driving.
Did
and
you
we
give
got
the
pulled
cop
over.
the CD?
No, we
No,
actually.
'cause he
I
asked
did
us-
tell him we were in a band, and he just.
He's like,
kinda-
country?
All right,
Country music?
You guys can go ahead.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, guys.
I could have played him Sweet Home Alabama for you guys.
That's true.
Little known fact: Connor does know how to play "Sweet Home Alabama." on
I'm
the guitar.
learning. I'm
There you
learning.
go.
That's a good one to know.
That's the only song.
Yeah, it's the only thing I know how to play.
That's it.
Let's take.
So, well, we got how many more days of this tour?
One
we got
more.
one more.
One
Okay.
of us.
So, all right, back forward.
We just
in
played
time.
that weird venue in New York where the
Okay.
guys watched us change.
Were you maroofed?
I was
And,
I was
don't
maroofed
remember it,
upstairs.
so-
Okay.
Sexually maroofed.
Some maroon.
It sounds like an off-brand Scooby snack or something.
Yeah, right. I like it. I like that word. So, the last show of the tour.
We
That was in
we
Buffalo.
drove
Wrap it up.
We drove 10 more hours back into Buffalo, New York, and he played at some.
We did see the
Cowboy.
city,
Like a
which
bar.
was really cool too. We wanted to see the city in New York because we never been
Oh,
there
that's
before.
right.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
We got some New York pizza.
That was one of the things that I think I wanted to do was sit on the
Yeah.
side of the street with a nice slice of thin crust pizza.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
literally
And
sat on
then-
the sidewalk
and just
ate.
people watched in New York City, and we'd never been like
Saw
I
the Statue of
this is-
Liberty.
You got this
I wear
sweater
this
there.
all the time.
Boom.
Like,
The Wall Street
I
Bowl.
I love it. Like
Remember it.
That was such a good accomplishment that we had.
And then we went and we
Always
saw
wanted
the
to go
Statue
there.
of Liberty.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
The World
Bay.
Trade Center Memorial.
Yeah, that was pretty
We
breathtaking.
got to see like a lot of crazy things we thought we'd never see in downtown New York.
Even the bay itself was pretty like
Yeah.
awe-inspiring too. We stayed there for a long time.
And Kyle picked up every stranger's mixtape that offered.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Wait, were they actually cassette tapes or CDs?
No, there were CDs, and Kyle got gypped out of a lot of money.
Some guy like
He spent $10.
said like he gave it to us and then he's like, but I can't let you just take that.
He's
for
like,
free.
he's
You
like,
gotta
all
give
right,
me
let me get my
something."
5 back, but I'll give you back the 5, and I'll take
Yeah,
back the
give me
5.
the 10. Here's a 5 back. Now give me that 10 back.
Wait, that's what he did with you?
He kind of
Yeah,
just.
but this dude, he was
was smart.
black. He had grills, and he was 10 foot tall.
The mixtape was
I was
fire,
not about
though.
to
We
do
listened
anything.
to it on the drive home. It was
It
fire.
was some fire.
So finally, you guys got out some Shrek and
Yeah,
Okay.
for
let's
real.
do some
It was a
mixtape.
nice change of pace. Yeah.
So, the New York pizza, how does it compare?
I definitely take Chicago still,
Yeah,
but New York
Chicago.
pizza is
It was
really
good.
good.
was
It
good?
really good.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I really think because I'm like a huge fan of New York and a huge David Letterman fan, so we got
I
to see
think
the
New
edit.
York
David
has us. As far as the cheap pizza goes, they beat us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
For sure.
But our gourmet pizza, if you want to call it that,
Like deep dish and stuff.
like deep
Yeah,
dish,
Giordano's,
I don't
whatever it
care
is.
for that much. I care for the Ed Sullivan Theater and thin crust pizza.
I can agree though.
Classy man.
It's a lifestyle
Right.
choice.
There you go.
But the thing is, they have a lot of street culture, and there's like always
Yeah.
something going on, no matter what time of
Yeah.
night it is out
Exactly.
there. Like in Chicago, if it's like 11 o'clock and nobody's like really
It's
doing
a lot of
anything,
There's
shooting.
gunshots.
yeah,
it's,
get
it's
inside
just
your
like, all
house
right, get
at
the
that
fuck to the
time.
train station
Yeah.
and get
Yeah.
home,
Yeah,
or.
for sure.
But this is like 1 a.m. Everyone's still like in the streets, like
Dressed up.
Partying and shit,
Yeah.
like doing.
On a
here's a
weekday?
falafel.
Yeah, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Nice.
Yeah, go to New York.
It's fun.
Okay,
It's a good
okay.
time.
I mean, that's different. I mean, it depends on where you are in the city.
But then
'Cause
there's
there
like
are-
street
there are
vendors
parts in
and
the city
artists
that
and
you
stuff
can go
all
in.
over.
Right.
They're fucking hopping.
I got
all
those
the time.
beef sticks.
Some
Remember
of them,
that?
Some
Oh
of
my
them
God.
beef
We
sticks.
met
Yeah.
some.
We went to the
just got out of
hockey
prison.
store. Justin, what store did we go to? We all got
The
fucking
NHL.
Oh, the
NHL
NHL
store
store.
in
Yeah, it's
fucking
how
New
I
York.
got
It
a
was
couple
great.
snapbacks. That was
This is
awesome,
cool.
and a shirt.
But
Same.
that was pretty much New York and it just.
So the last show was in Buffalo.
Yes.
You guys remember the venue?
Yeah.
Cowboy
It was
bar.
a bar. I'm pretty sure, like a
Cowboy
little
bar.
Cowboy
It was-
bar.
Yeah, it was like something Roadhouse or
That
something.
was what that was
Roadhouse.
that was a show that we had to pick up last
Roadhouse.
minute in Pennsylvania because our New York show or our second New York show
Or it was
dropped.
supposed to
so
be in
we
Albany.
just had to pick up. Yeah, it was supposed to be in Albany, but then we just had to pick up something on the road. So we did.
Alter Perception finished the tour with you guys?
Yeah, we
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
all the way through.
And any memorable from that last show? Anything?
Almost getting into a brawl.
Yeah, that's the only time we got into like a physical
altercation
with another band, but they were really disrespectful to the
sound
the
guy.
venue, the sound guy, basically everybody there. They were mocking the Altered Perceptions. Actually, they were calling them like wannabe ninjas and shit. So
they're actual ninjas though.
Yeah,
they are actual ninjas. I don't understand. They should understand that.
Not to mention too, the sound guy who was there was the sound guy who worked for
Dream Theater for like 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years, and they're telling him that he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, calling him all these
He worked for
names.
Dream Theater, and
he has AIDS, he said. Or he said he has some.
Yeah,
like,
he said he caught something.
Something terminal.
He said,
it was
Dream Theater parties hard. That's what he said, basically. Wow.
Yeah, they said they used to play this game where they would get
AIDS.
They would get like syphilis or something,
like
and
chlamydia or something.
no, it was chlamydia,
Yeah.
and then all you would do back then is get a shot of like penicillin and it'd be gone, but you would shit your brains out for like a couple days.
Oh, that's
so they
right.
would play a game to see how far they could shoot their shit.
Oh my!
And so I mean, they would all get chlamydia over and over again and just have like shit battles.
That's fucked up.
Pretty graphic. I'm
I
sorry.
want to
but-
see if I can meet
Yeah.
Dream Theater and be like, so I heard a story.
Yeah,
I've heard of your shit battles.
I think it might have been just the sound guys.
Yeah, it was just the sound guy.
So you guys, the band, were like, we have no idea what you're talking
I would
about.
ask him.
It was the sound guy and his alter ego.
Here comes the Dream Theater lawsuit.
Yeah.
He was having shit battles with himself. It was just every time I got it, I would just see if I could shit farther.
Let's
my battle shit.
play
Oh
some
my
more
goodness.
music here. What do we?
Okay,
got
what do you guys
play?
want to play next?
Probably Aria.
Some maybe.
Oh,
Alan's.
our band or let's
I mean-
play.
You wanna
Our
play
new
Altered
EP
Perceptions?
is being mixed and mastered by Alan Rigdon, ex guitar player of Era.
Okay.
So we'll play a song off their album called.
This is
Blue
Blue
Constant.
Constant.
Constant,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely, if you're listening to this, go check out the Artificials band page
Very
because
good.
Alan's been working very closely with us for the production of this new EP, and yeah, so want to give him some exposure. That's
Really good
much
dude.
deserved.
Him
If
and
you're a
his
fan
wife
of
put that together,
if you're a
too.
fan of Era or a fan of us, then you should be more than a fan of.
His
the
wife does
Artificials.
vocals, doesn't he?
Yeah, she's really,
She's
really
pretty
good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the band one more time that we're playing,
The Artificials.
The Artificials.
and what's
Sorry.
what's the track?
Blue Constant.
Blue Constant. All right, let's do it.
Constant. This is Dave on the Metal Experience, and I play drums in the band Alethea. And not only do we make orgasms out of your ears, we make good friends too. I'm gonna introduce you to my bandmates right over here. I'm Jake.
I'm Jake.
I'm Zach. And that's the sound of you coming.
Asada.
and we just heard the Artificials with the song Blue Constant. I am Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle rocking the soundboard, the chin hair of knowledge, and we are still rocking out with Pleading the Iris.
Pleading with.
I'm sorry, I'm chewing a cherry.
That's what she said.
Cherries.
Pleading with Iris.
Bleeding
All
with
right.
pirates.
Bleeding with Pirates. And
He's got to
quick
take a sip of
sippy.
that
Quick
kitty
sippy.
cocktail, son.
Rocking a kitty cocktail. It's fucking awesome. And I don't know where I was going with that. Well, we got a guy over here, the chin hair of knowledge, that has a couple of things he would like to inform us all on.
What, you want me to lay
So,
down some stuff?
Why don't you?
We gonna get learned today.
Yeah,
Why don't you- we're gonna get learned.
What do you hear first? Some
You're
news or
making
some
me
tour?
feel scared.
Some news or some tour?
Let's do some tour.
Well,
Give me the tour news.
I only got two little tour kind of thingamabobs.
Okay, hit me with it, son.
The band Counterparts has announced a U.S. tour with Expire, Gideon, I think, and Knocked Loose. The tour starts 3/11 at the Borg Ward in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Borg?
The Borg Ward.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a pretty cool place.
Yeah,
Never
it sounds
been.
pretty cool.
And continues until 4/10 in Buffalo. The tour, if you don't want to go to Wisconsin, we'll play the Beat Kitchen in Chicago on 3/31.
All right, right around the corner.
Yeah. And then on
We were there a week ago.
I still have never actually been to the Beat Kitchen.
No, it's pretty cool. It's like a long, narrow venue, and yeah, that place gets packed and it gets hot.
Yeah,
it's a pretty
I
cool
bet.
place. Good tacos too. I had tacos there.
Yeah. All right, so keep in mind if you go to the Beat Kitchen, Lugo says get the tacos.
Yeah.
And then
they might have been fish tacos. They were so good.
Okay. Well, that was completely off topic. But I guess the all-girl Brazilian thrash metal band Nervosa.
What?
Yeah.
An all-girl Brazilian
thrash metal band.
wax thrash band.
Thrash. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nervosa will be touring the States for their first time. The tour starts 2/9 in Seattle and continues till 3/10 in Memphis. Unfortunately, there is no Milwaukee or Chicago.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all my tour knows, though.
Okay. What's the other news you got for us?
I guess an odd pairing between the death metal legends Obituary and the progressive metal band. Well, actually, the singer John Oliva of Sabotage happened this past weekend.
Wait, what? What happened?
You know the band Sabotage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
I don't.
Singer,
but
the singer of Sabotage, John Oliver.
Okay.
He joined Obituary on stage.
Okay.
During the Florida Metal Fest.
And did a song with them?
2 Sabotage covers.
Okay.
Which
now that makes sense.
Well, Obituary only has ever done, in my knowledge, like 2 Celtic Frost covers and 1 Venom cover.
Okay.
So it's odd to hear them do Sabotage.
Sabotage.
It's
I think it's French.
No, it's just Sabotage. But it's there's fan film footage kind of up on YouTube, so if you want to check that out.
Okay. For fans of Sabotage, it's French.
No, it's just Sabotage. Former Anthrax and Skid Row singer Matt Fallon.
Former Anthrax. What was he like? The first singer?
No, that was Neil Turbin. It was the
Oh.
guy after Neil Turbin, before Joey Belladonna.
Okay, that was okay.
Yeah, he was kind of a blip on the radar. Has said in recent interviews that he never received any credit for any of the songs that he wrote on Spreading the Disease.
Did he write some songs on that album?
Apparently so, but they just changed all the credits to just written by Anthrax.
Which, speaking of which, you are wearing a Spreading the Disease shirt right now.
Of course. But Matt left after before the completion of Spreading the Disease, and Joey Belladonna became the one to actually be featured on that album.
Well, if he wrote the songs while in Anthrax, I could see why they just put written by Anthrax, because he was in Anthrax by the time. Yeah, whatever. Shut up, guy.
No, this is some interesting news.
Hit me with it.
Emperor's Classic in the Nightshade Eclipse has now been transcribed into classical sheet music.
Really?
That's awesome.
I have that
actually.
album.
It's 72 pages.
What?
Yeah, it's epic.
It's written by the Raven Music Editions. It's a sheet metal company focusing on turning dark root music into classical scores.
Okay, dark root music.
They have also done sheet music for 2 Ulver albums.
Say that one more time.
Ulver. Ulver.
Ulver?
Ulver. I don't know. But
It's French.
It's French.
The score contains music from all instruments and chord analysis for study and performance.
Okay.
So it'd be interesting to actually hear an orchestra do Emperor covers.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Is that something that it's not recorded? They just like, here's the music for it, and then you just got to create it yourself.
Well, no, it's a sheet music. Yeah, so you would have
Okay.
to, if you can read sheet music, you could transcribe it.
I can't
and play it.
So we need to find a YouTube video of someone. Okay.
Yeah, so it's got like it would
Morgan,
have
get that done.
like
No.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now this one I kind of have no interest in, but I kind of checked out.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Chiodos and the Drugs frontman, which I don't know if you know what Drugs
Craig
is.
Owens.
Yes.
The Drugs?
Well, if you know the band Drugs, it's Destroy, Rebuild Until God Shows.
That is his other band that he left Chiodos for.
I don't know who Chiodos is.
It's okay.
I really don't care
Should I
for him.
know?
But apparently he has
I think
released
they're
the
French.
grindcore album, and I put it in quotes because I actually listened to it, and it's not grindcore.
What is it?
To me, it just sounds like he's just messing around.
Okay.
He recorded with his friends last summer. The band's name is called Beast, and if you want to hear it, it's out on his Bandcamp.
Okay.
So I've already checked it out because I like grindcore a lot, and it was not
Yes,
grindcore.
you do.
And then the last piece of news I got is the Japanese death doom band Coffins.
Shit.
And the Washington D.C. Crust Death
Wait,
Doom.
no,
Coffins.
I'm thinking Crosses.
No, but and then the Washington
band.
Washington
Yeah,
D.C.
obviously.
Crust Death Doom band Ilsa have announced they will be releasing a split record via Relapse Records February 26th, and they have a Coffins' song Tyrant is up on a Decibel Magazine website.
Okay. And you got a track for us tonight.
Indeed, I do.
Oh my goodness, what is it?
It's from a band called Satanica.
Okay.
From Italy.
Not from France, but
No.
kind of by France.
From Rome, specifically.
Okay.
They play a hybrid of black metal and thrash.
Okay. Interesting.
I know I showed you one of the songs before.
You showed me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But they formed
That's
into.
what she says.
That's what she said. He showed me his penis once. It was weird.
No, I never did
One
that.
time.
Don't
It was
believe
mangled. It was mangled.
Is that one time at band camp?
Ew.
I don't know.
He had a mangled old penis.
Don't talk about that.
This is getting too weird. I think I just might depart.
So, Satanica.
Yeah, but they
Rome.
formed in 2009. And they got 4 full-length albums with 6 EPs and 1 split.
Jeez, they've been busy.
And the song I chose is a song called Apocalyptic Terror.
Okay.
Featuring Matt Harvey from Exhumed.
Okay.
On vocals. That's how I actually found out about this band. And the album that's on is their second album called Infection, which is actually a pretty awesome album. I was already listening to it like twice today.
Twice?
Yeah, I fucking love this album.
Okay. One more time. What was the band?
Satanica.
And what was the song we're going to listen to?
Apocalyptic Terror featuring Matt Harvey.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the worst nightmare of all. Reality.
Well, I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
Out of cocktail.
I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the Chin Hair of Knowledge.
Yo.
And Pleading with Iris is on with us tonight. And we just heard the Chin Hair of Knowledge's...
Of knowledge, I
don't know what to call this. His pick of the week.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was Apocalyptic Terror by a band called Satanica.
From?
Rome, Italy.
What type of music?
Black and thrash.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, thanks for sharing.
But enough about me. It's back to the band.
Yeah. So we were going to touch a little bit on your new album that you guys are working on right now, your EP. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up for you guys in the next couple months.
Well, last month we were in the studio for about 3 days to track some guitars for 3 of the songs. Today we go work our day jobs for 2 days, and then we're going to be in the studio for a week finishing up the pre-production for the EP. And yeah, so like this time around we're tracking with Joe Scaletta from Word of Mouth Recordings, and then Alan from one of the bands that you just heard, the Artificials, that we played. He's mixing and mastering and producing it. And
I think it's pronounced Artificials.
Really?
It's
I
think
it's
no,
French.
it's not.
I think it's
French.
It's French.
And yeah, it's just yeah. So we're just excited because this is like It doesn't sound. That's why we were kind of iffy about even playing any of our. It would be kind of dumb for us to come here and not have any music to play. But like the music that we've written over the last 6 months is like we really. I can say with complete confidence that we really, really outdid ourselves. Like we really put everything that we had into it. All financially, everything's all us, and it's so much more like improved upon in every single aspect, from the technicality to the guitars, to the singing, to the vocals, to the drums especially, and to the bass. And it's just so especially
cinematic wise.
Yeah, like, it's I just feel like for around here, like there's
nothing but beatdown bands.
Yeah, it's like hardcore beatdown, and that's okay because it's music is like art, it's expression. You know what I mean? Like people write it differently, but I just feel like what we've like with this new material that we've written, it's just like it's so different from anything else that's like around here that it's like, I mean, people may not like it, but I mean, we just really like the direction that we've gone. Like it's a lot different.
There's a lot more intricacy in our music than, you know.
With the second CD, you found your sound.
Of course,
yeah,
definitely.
That's why I feel like I mean, some of these guys didn't really want to self-title it this time, but it's like when we were writing the songs, just like we have like a formula down to how like we just know what we want to sound like now. Like it's more solidified, so it just turned out exactly how we wanted it to, basically.
And what so you said it's going to be self-titled.
Yes.
How many tracks?
It's 5 tracks and one introduction that's like a minute 50 long, and then the rest of the songs are like going on 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds each. And that's another thing that we really wanted to do this time around, is we were a little rushed into the studio last time. Like this time we were like, okay, like we have 6 months to get this done.
Especially last time there was so much of a lineup change.
Yeah.
Now we have a solid footing as, you know, who's in the band and who's doing what. So
right.
We improved on how long.
And I feel like the writing process was a little like the last time around. We utilize a program called Tab It. We tab out all of the instruments and everything so that we can get it super tight and super technical. I mean, some people think it's stupid, but that's like a lot of it was written, like the drums, Justin, all the guitars I wrote at my house, and then Justin would just send me his drum tracks over, and then somehow I would put his drums over the guitar, and we'd be like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like this, we took a new approach to writing like this material, and it's just I definitely think it shows because of that.
Mainly, I mean, the first EP, I never even knew how to use Tab It. I think it was so foreign to me. I was like, what the fuck's this shit?
He was still learning how to play the drums, too. Like, Justin's improved so fucking much that it's like, that's the one thing. There's a lot of people who we've showed some of the material to. Our producer, Alan, even him himself, the drums he just said are just written so good. Like, it's everything.
Not much he wants to change.
Yeah, right.
Good job, Justin. So what are we looking at, kind of a release date for the self-titled?
Well, that's we were going to talk about the music video that a lot of stuff is happening this month. Like this interview is this big thing. We just won a free music video that we are going to release as our single.
Shout out to Nick Frollo.
Shout out to Nick Frollo, yeah.
Frollo.
And we're gonna release the music video as a single. We're hoping, because we wanna be on tour probably by April, the end of April. It's gonna be a CD release tour. So sometime in the springtime, we just gotta make sure everything's perfect. We gotta make sure that we have like the right tour lined up. We have to make sure that the music video's done. We want to make sure that first week's like
make sure we have merch too.
And just because we're not releasing it unless we are going on tour. Like
we have to be totally
as soon as our tour is like completely booked, then we're gonna do the CD release, and then we'll have a big Illinois show. And we want it to be done.
A lot more merch coming your way.
Yeah.
Shout out too to all the people that helped us even win the music video. We wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for the people that even liked the comment or even that tagged the people. So I mean, those people Kyle is rewarding with free stickers, free shirts and stuff like that.
Laminates.
So we are laminates.
And that's another thing I want to add too. Like I'm in this live feed right here. Like everyone's saying like, oh, like shout me out. Like
shout out to David Mendez.
Shout out
my
to
homie.
David Mendez, Gina Mendez, everybody, like everyone from back home.
Bill Hutchinson.
I think it's China.
China.
Ooh, she's not gonna like that one, mister.
Just basically just a shout out to everyone from Lockport, because it really was super surprising. Like it was like all of the kids we went to high school with, like people who just from around our town. Like if it was not for the help of the people who we've grown up with, our friends, our family, our town in general, we would not have won that, and we would not have gotten anywhere.
It's very surprising how supportive our hometown friends are. I never would have thought that I would have been backed, or we would have been backed up on such a supportive group of friends, and it's amazing. It's amazing to me, and it's amazing to us, I think.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Even for that music video, though, I mean, like our close group of friends wasn't enough. I mean, it was really the people too that like, we don't know, that we just met.
Of course,
and stuff
we don't know 800 people. Like these are people from around the United States who, I mean, we did do like a contest and we gave some stuff away, but like a lot of people who we just maybe didn't talk to in high school that much, just because like I didn't talk to anyone in high school, you know what I mean? Just people you wouldn't expect to actually go out of their way to help us are helping us, and that's just like I know they are, but I'm just like beyond grateful for that. Like
of course,
it's amazing.
Now with this music video, what song? Do you guys have a song?
That's classified.
Well,
top secret.
It's a song that we're going to be finishing this week in the studio. I guess we may as well say the name of it. We have some options. I personally want to do the song Perpetua.
Same.
That's
Same.
Zach does. Justin does. Connor's
looks like
iffy.
we're all in agreement.
So, you know what?
It's
3-1.
It's still up in the air. We have a lot of time to prep and plan for this, so we're just, it's gonna happen. We're gonna have a music video, so it's off one of the.
So then once the EP's all done, then you'll do the music video.
Yeah.
Any
That's
ideas
gonna be
on that, or?
Well, we're gonna release the music video first because this is our first piece of material that's new in the last year and a half. So we're gonna release the video. We're gonna just promote the shit out of it
As
and
the
then,
single.
right? And then have a couple of weeks go by, and then once April hits, that's when hopefully like our tour is all lined up. We'll have financially we'll be all good to go. We'll have our merchant and everything, and then the first day that flippin' tour starts, like we're dropping
flippin' tour.
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
The first night of that tour, that's when it's going to be out, and that's just when we need to go and do work across the country if we can. So.
Boom. So, do you guys have a ETA on the new CD being done?
I would say by
April.
spring, yeah.
April.
Spring?
Probably April.
Spring.
And what
Okay.
will it be called, and how many songs?
It's
Self-titled.
It's
Julio.
self-titled.
Come on, son.
I
We've been
just
talking
wanna
about that
make
for like an
sure.
hour.
I just
Jesus
want to make
Christ.
sure.
It's a self-titled concept EP about about Iris, because that's one of the biggest questions. People are like, "Oh, well, who's Iris?" And it's like
You're about to find
My
out.
kitty cat.
right,
Exactly.
like
My eyeball. Yeah.
we figured no better
Dust
time to
bunny in my
release
closet.
no better time to release a self-titled release than when you kind of figure out like
Your sound,
Yeah, we're not going to be changing. We don't need any new members right now. There's no reason for us to get any more or have anyone from this lineup leave. So we kind of have our sound down now, and we are Pleading with Iris now. You know what I mean? So it's like,
there's no better way to start it off than with everybody pretty much secure with themselves and their sound and their contributions to the band.
Boom. Well, with that being said, we got We got a couple of tracks from the unsigned band pick this week.
We do.
Why don't we go ahead and get that shit going?
Now it's time for
Hey man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this week we got from Baltimore, D.C., the metro area. That's what it says. That's what I'm reading. The band My Ransomed Soul. We got a twofer for you tonight. We got Mockingbird and Monarch. Let's do it.
You call me blood when it's you together.
And now, back to the metal experience.
Did you say hookers and blow?
No, I said the metal experience.
That's not nearly as good.
Woo! And we just heard a twofer from My Ransom Soul from Baltimore, the D.C. metro area. And those two songs were Mockingbird and Monarch. Check them out.
So you guys actually wanted to discuss a little bit about a lineup change, and this is position-wise. So this is the Metal Experience. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the chin hair of knowledge, and we are still with Pleading with Iris, and Kyle has been videoing us all night, which is up on his Facebook page now.
Facebooks.
So that's pretty awesome. This is a first for us. So I'm kind of refreshing my computer here just
As
to
she
watch
gets
it.
maroofed in the face.
I don't know what that means, but that does not sound.
Don't worry about it.
It does not sound like it would be very comfortable for me.
Just let it happen.
Yeah, let's talk about the band though. So the lineup change. Explain where you guys are at now in a group. What's happening?
You want to take it away, Kyle T? T-Bone?
Yes, I do.
T-Diggity.
All right, so basically, I sing and I play guitar now. And Zach played guitar since we were little boys together playing
Little
music.
boys playing together.
They were bathing naked in a bathtub and
hey,
still playing
Justin,
guitar.
that's not funny.
But I mean, the thing that why we thought it would be a good. I mean, it was Zach's idea initially. Nobody pushed anything on him.
He did. It hurt.
Oh, we did.
You know why you guys changed positions from missionary to Paul?
Jesus.
No, but it's just it would. We think it's gonna work out better because it's like we have with our new stuff comes like we're gonna have backtracks over the PAs and stuff like that now, and it's just with you sound better with a bass player than you do with two guitar players and no bass player. And he's good at the guitar and he's great at the bass, and it's the fact that he's a guitar player who could play our songs, like, you know, because I mean we wrote them, but it's just the fact that he adds like a level of technicality on the bass that is, I feel like some people might not be able to obtain. So the way that the bass is written now is more with like a guitar player's mindset, you know what I mean? So it worked out. He's playing bass now.
With the first EP, did you guys have a bassist?
Electronically, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys just
Not
recorded
live.
it, and okay.
Live, it was two guitars, and everybody kept bugging us. Where's the bass player?
And
why don't you have
we
a
still
bass
have
player?
backtracks though. The first
Yeah.
live set.
And another thing why we're a 4-piece too is just because it's like when we were on tour, we were in a minivan. Like,
there's not much room.
The first tour was actually like a Nissan Sport, like sedan.
And we had someone pull our gear, but yeah, like it's just us four. Like us four. Well, we didn't know if we were to get another bass player in, how devoted he would be. It's like all the music has always come from at least me, Zach, and Justin. So it's like we're fully capable of writing material by ourselves and performing it by ourselves. So there's no reason to add anyone else. Basically,
The intangibles work perfectly.
Yes.
So then you throw another one person, and you might mess up
Exactly.
the shit.
Right, and it's just
Mess up the vibe.
Yeah.
Next time I'd be on the turnpike, I'd jump out of the van.
I'm taking these CDs with me.
Out of all the songs that you guys have written, what is your favorite and why?
On the new album, or
In general, just as a band, what have you enjoyed the most?
Individually?
Old
That's
stuff.
an individual
Old
question.
stuff.
Let's
I
answer
would have
that.
to say probably our song "Searching" because it.
Oh, we're talking about old music or new
Oh,
music?
that's what I'm saying. Old stuff. I would have to say "Searching." To play, I would have to say Norse Creation. And that's just because I mean Norse Creation live. I just like bass.
Yeah, for
drops.
some reason, everybody seems to go a little bit crazier for noise creation.
there
and,
comes
They
a
know the
time.
lyrics. Yeah, I mean, there's some people that do know the lyrics to it.
Yeah,
so
like
it's-
6 people.
Exactly.
Altered Perceptions is always very good to us about singing the lyrics back.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
It's really cute, guys. Thank
I
you.
think my favorite song would probably on the old stuff, from like a musical standpoint on how it was written and the way it makes me feel on the inside. I'll have to go with I like Norse Creation a lot, but on the
Yeah.
the new stuff is literally it's just like
It's
and
like
I'm,
all of it.
I feel like it sounds like I'm overselling myself here, but all of it is just every single song is just every song has crazy guitar solos, crazy drum parts, crazy cinematic parts. So I like the the whole like
The whole shebang,
whole
basically.
The whole package.
When we start
Shebang.
playing it live too, maybe that'll change just to see which one is harder to play live right now.
Which one we get pissed off at
Yeah,
easily, more
really.
easy.
Yeah, that usually shoots right to the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Hey, we don't want to play this one no more. Never mind.
We'll just do a Nirvana cover.
Yeah.
For 20 seconds.
20 seconds so it smells like Teen Spirit.
Just do the intro.
Peace, bro.
Maroof's had enough. Let's stop making fun of him.
Individually, what would be the dream band for you to tour with or open for?
Or have
Should I go?
open
You
for
go
you.
first,
Or, yeah, if it's already happened.
All right. Well, I think I really, really, really would like to tour probably with Era or Invent Animate. And I mean, they're literally the only bands that or my guitar teacher's band, The Artificials. Just like those type of bands. Like I'm the type of person who listens to literally one band for 2 years in a row.
He does. It's disgusting.
Until they come out with a new record, and then I like it or I'm disappointed.
I'm the
by
same
it.
way.
So I really, I would like to tour with Era and Invent Animate.
I pretty much have the same influences in music as Kyle, so I'd have to say the same. But I mean, other than that, I really like the band Auras from Canada. And I like North Lane. I like them. Volumes. I would have to say any band like that would be a dream to open with and just talk to them and chill with them.
Well, I think personally for me, I find what I like in a band the most, and obviously since I'm the vocalist, I look into it a little more than most people. I'm really into the lyrics and what the message people put out with their music. So with that being said, I think this band, In Heart's Wake, I think they're from Australia. They're incredible. I've never seen a band that has any more of like a stronger message than them. I mean, they're all about Earth. They're pro nature. They're all about the environment and helping people realize like what they're doing wrong. And anyway, it's just them and Era, I would say. I really like good lyrics. And
Era's a really big influence. And back to that, you can tell that just because, like, again, like the guy who's producing this record for us he wrote some of Era's best songs that they have right now. He's no longer in the band, but it's like that style of progressive metalcore is kind of what we're going for. Not trying to knock anyone off, but it's just that progressive shit.
We all really listen to the same musical influences for the most part. I mean, I like to listen to rap a lot too, but
yeah, me too.
Yeah, me and Zach like to get down to rap a lot too.
Yeah, I'd like
Slim Jesus.
I'd like to tour with like A$AP Rocky, A$AP
That would be great because we'd be racking in the big checks.
One band that I have recently gotten into is a band called Silent Planet. They're super good. They're pretty new. But yeah, they're crazy good. If you don't know who they are, check them out.
I've been getting
them
into
and North Lane. I would definitely want to tour with North Lane.
The Contortionist new album too. I really dig that too.
Well, where can everyone find everything that is Pleading with Iris on the interwebs?
Facebook, baby.
Yeah, you could check us out on. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reverb Nation, Bandcamp. The new album hopefully will be on iTunes, but pretty much every single outlet for social media where we seem to be we're always pretty on top of that because that's super important nowadays. So
I really want to get us on Pandora too.
I think we might be getting on to Pandora.
The new album should be on everything like that, all sorts of purchasing.
Same with merch. As far as merch goes, it was usually like we would just drive out to your house like the first merch run we did. We're hopefully going to get our online merch store up and running with this next tour and everything, so you'll be able to get everything offline and whatnot. So.
And then you guys have anything show-wise set up right now, or you're waiting to finish the new CD before?
We're waiting to finish the album.
We're because we still got a lot of money to dump into like the merch and even the production costs of everything. But
everything is
our goal is April, and that's when everything even if something happens and we have to wait a couple weeks or a month, like we will not put the EP out until we are on a good tour because that's. Again, it's all about those first week sales. I mean, we're not expecting a whole bunch of people to buy the record, but it's just it'll be a lot better if we're on tour and meeting people and showing them our
it gets us out there a lot better
if
we were to do it that way. So that's what our goal is.
We do have one track left to play from you guys that you wanted to share tonight. What is that song called?
And before we do that, though, any shout-outs, any of you guys?
Ooh.
Yeah. I see Eric Stacy join, so shout out to Altered Perceptions again.
I love Eric Stacy. There is a riff in our new album named after him.
Yep. It's
Eric Stacey.
It's the Eric Stacy riff.
That's funny.
He doesn't understand why it's called that yet.
He'll
but
find out.
learn.
Ryan Saz, Jet.
I want to
Jet's
give
a cutie.
Yeah, just basically everyone who supports us in general. Just thank you so much because we are having a really good time and we are slowly but surely accomplishing a dream that we've all had for a really long time.
The whole
and it's
whole Illinois State community wants our merch too. So
yeah,
ISU.
Everybody in the club.
Thank you to ISU. I see people. The girls from ISU getting really annoyed. Justin's girlfriends keep
I don't know
commenting
any of you
on this
guys,
feed,
but hello.
yelling at us because we're not giving them shirts. Sorry, they'll come. Don't worry.
I want to give
They
one
hate us
little
now.
quick shout out to Aaron Matz from Betraying the
Oh
Martyrs.
yes, he's going to be featuring
So,
on our album.
What?
I've
Yeah,
been,
we forgot about
doing.
that.
I've been
That
talking
is
to Aaron
sweet.
for a while.
I don't know how we forgot that.
Yeah, because I was going to talk about it.
Oh my God.
No, Aaron Matz. I've been talking with him for a little bit. He did a service a little while ago for vocal lessons, and it was free. And I tried hitting him up for it. I sent him some of my covers for him to listen to. He really digged what I was doing and stuff. I actually covered some of his, and I basically talked to him a little bit. And we're gonna have a vocal feature with Aaron Matz.
Oh,
That's
and
badass.
Alan from The Artificials, he's all with
A guest
the
solo.
production. He's doing
He's
a
gonna
guest
shred
guitar
the gnar
solo
for us.
on our song Elijah. So
Perfect.
a lot of guest parts coming into this. So a lot
It's
of
gonna be
a
really
lot of
cool.
A lot of bigger people.
A lot of things coming together to make this happen, like the way we wanted it to. So
And if it doesn't, I'm
we're all going back to college.
I'm going back to rapping.
No, we're all going back to school.
I'm not. Fuck that.
Zach will keep working at PetSmart.
Yeah, I'm going to work at PetSmart for the rest of my life.
And I'll keep delivering pizza. So. Oh wait, I don't have a car anymore.
Oh. All right. Well, we do have.
This is Dirty Eddie.
This is Dirty Eddie.
This is Greg Master.
This is Greg Master. He's the one that set up our website and does all of our technicality,
Difficulties.
technical stuff. Him and his leather hat. And
and the back pages.
Back pages.
And what's the last track we got tonight that we're gonna be playing?
I think it's Aria.
Aria.
Yes, sir.
Either Aria or Searching, I would say.
No, it's Aria.
Aria, Justin.
Oh, we don't want to play Pyramids?
Perfect.
It's Aria.
Just really quickly before we wrap things up, do want
Off those
to
headphones or they're gonna fall.
let
what are you
everyone
doing
know
over
that
there?
at Fitz and Spirit Keys in Elmhurst, we are at Tuesday nights. And you can come on and hang with us 8 p.m. till a little
Come
bit
hang out
after
with
10
me.
p.m. or a little bit longer, depending. And next week, Snow Burial is going to be joining us, formerly known as Oxblood. I'm still going to call him Oxblood.
I'm gonna wear my Oxblood shirt next
They have vinyls out right now that are pretty sweet, limited run with those. And we actually hit up a couple shows this weekend. The Chin Hair of Knowledge and I were at the Lamb of God Anthrax show, and that was pretty sweet. And Anthrax and Frank Bello are now sharing my photo all over Instagram and their Facebook page that I took of them, which was pretty fucking sweet. That the Chin Hair of Knowledge actually shared with me first.
You're welcome.
And Luco went to Decapitated.
I was at a better show.
At Reggie's. I doubt that.
It was Against the Plagues, Jungle Rot,
Theories.
and Decapitated. Oh, and Theories, yeah.
And there's another band.
And there was another band, but I can't remember what they're called.
It's okay.
And Decapitated was fucking awesome.
Yeah. And we did finally post the pictures from Route 20 when we were out there to see the Bloodline in connection with Trivium. Those finally went up. Still editing the Legions of Ron pictures. Those will be up within the week. And then our interviews with Conniption and the Bloodline are going to be going up on our YouTube hopefully soon. I've got to make a video or something for that. Still, we're doing the contest for sweepers. If you want to submit an MP3 to the Metal Experience at yahoo.com, the sweeper is what you've heard throughout the show that brings us in from a song back into the show, so you can introduce yourselves and your band and put your music underneath it. And then, of course, we will play it within our show. Everybody's will be used. We'll just choose one winner, and they will get the prize because of
$1 million.
Exclusive Records, which is
Look, we'll suck
David
your
from
dick.
A Dying Ultimatum, who
It ain't gay, though, as long as he says no
put it
homo.
out there that whoever wins the
long as
contest,
you
he'd
don't
be
fucking
willing
slur.
to
As long as
record a
there's no eye
song for you and
contact
to
and you
help
say no
promote
homo,
and
you're
give some
cleared.
management advice. So definitely check out Exclusive Records. The whole contesting will be posted on our website again tomorrow, so you can look at it on our Facebook and everything too. So.
All right.
And that's it. The Metal Experience at yahoo.com is where you can submit that. Don't forget to check out the website, themetalexperience.com, for upcoming guests, announcements, reviews from the crypt. Hey, look what I found. Everything else, the Metal Experience, it's where it's at. And then at the bottom of the website, you are going to see the media player, and that's where all the shows run. Yeah.
Okay. Well, quick recap. D, what was the band we played tonight?
Satanica.
Check them out. Where are they from?
Rome, Italy.
Rome, Italy. And the unsigned band pick of the week was My Ransom Soul. And they are from the Baltimore, D.C. metro area. Check them out also. And we want to thank Pleading with Iris for coming out tonight for
Thank
the
you,
past couple
gentlemen.
hours, hanging out with us. And where can everyone, one more time, find everything that is Pleading with Iris?
Facebook.com /Pleading with Iris, Instagram.com pleading_with_Iris, Twitter.com PWI_band.
Damn.
Yeah, please check us out. Please go on our social media. There's a lot of stuff coming, and
Lots of
we
stuff
really
to
think
come.
that you guys are going to like it. So, thank you.
And then what's the last track we're going to go out listening to?
Aria.
Aria. And that's
Aria.
off the Symmetry EP.
Symmetry.
Yes.
And next week?
Snowberry.
Oh, Oxbow. Snowberry. All
Same
right.
thing.
Let's do it. Pleading with Iris.
Woo!
That's your